Today, I'm here to give you my thoughts on what the best Black Friday deals are so far that we know of, as we, together, as a people, check it out. Alright, welcome to Mike Text It Out. This is Mike. So this week I wanted to do something a little different. You know, it's the holiday season. It's Black Friday coming up in a couple of days. So I kind of wanted to go over the ads that are out there to see what technology might be worth checking out. I'm not saying that these are things that you should buy. I'm just kind of going over what is a good discount. I'm not going to go over everything in the ad because certain things like TVs are better bought on, during certain things like TVs are better bought around Super Bowl time where the discounts are a little bit better. A lot of the Black Friday TVs are TVs that are usually cheap anyway, so they're not really that good of a deal. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go over Best Buy, Gamestop, Target, and Walmart because those are physical stores and they also have their ads out at the time of this recording. So I'm recording this on Sunday. So I would go over the online retailers like Newegg and Amazon, but they don't really have an ad. It interrupts me because that's the trigger word for it. Anyway, so we won't really know until we get closer to Black Friday for those sites. So let's jump right in here. So we got Best Buy here. So I'm doing this old school style. We're just going to kind of peruse through the webpage and see what we got going on. So like I said, I'm going to skip over the TVs. If you're interested in getting a TV, like go for it. Like I said, I'm just not going to go over it. So starting here with the Apple stuff. So you got the $80 to $100 off of iPad. So basically, if we go here, because their sale has already started as of Sunday, like a lot of the items, not all the items are on sale. They've been kind of doing this for a week. So you get the regular base model iPad for $250, and then of course if you step up to the 128 gig, it goes to $329. So these are the kind of prices that we can expect for Black Friday. The iPads usually go on sale, so it's not anything unusual, but it is a really good deal, especially for the entry level one. I would personally go with the entry-level one unless you need that storage for whatever reason. Like if you're planning on storing movies on the iPad, a lot of people would just use it for web browsing. So for that, like 32 gigs of storage is probably fine. So let's go back and back again. And then also there's the MacBook Air. That's going to be $200 off. That starts at $900 for the base model, which is 128 gigs of storage, which, in all honesty, that's probably not going to be enough space for most people. So you're going to need to at least step it up to the 256 gig. That one's going to be basically $1,100. So that's not a bad deal either if you're in the market for a MacBook Air. But this is how their ads laid out. I don't like it. I prefer to have a PDF because some of the times the stuff's not on sale and it's part of like the $7.99 movies. And if I go here to shop now and they're not on sale, it's just going to show me the regular price of the movies, and that's kind of dumb. Like, see, that's why I don't like the ad. I want to see what the actual price of the item is. But that's just a pet peeve. I'm going to start complaining, and we're going to go over some more deals. So the Samsung Chromebook is $90. I personally had a Chromebook for over a year. I just recently sold it. It's a fine machine for like web browsing. Basically the same kind of stuff that you do on the tablet, and $90 is not a bad price if you just want something to kind of browse the web on at home or at school and you want the keyboard, more of a laptop experience. It's more of a laptop experience than a tablet, but it's not a great tablet, so it's all right. Like I said, I personally don't care a lot for it, but to each his own. $90 is a good deal for it. I'm just saying. Next, of course, we started getting the game in a little bit. We got the Xbox One X 1 terabyte with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order for $350. As you know, I recently won an Xbox One X at Taco Bell. Check out that video if you haven't. I did an unboxing for it. But that's not a bad deal for the Xbox One X. But I will say, we're approaching new consoles. Probably by this time next year, they'll be out. So, if you're buying one, you are going to kind of be set in whatever games are out right now. There are probably not going to be a lot of spectacular new games coming out, at least first party from either Microsoft or PlayStation. But it is a great time. Like if you've missed out on this generation up until this point, this is a great way to jump into it. There's also some other deals. The Surface Pro 7 with the Core i3, that's all right. I mean, it's not the greatest processor. Let's see what this actually comes with. I wonder if it comes with the keyboard accessory. So that's not bad because it actually comes with the Type keyboard. But it's a Core i3, 4 gigs of RAM, and 128 gig SSD. So it was really not the greatest specs. I mean, I personally, for $600, probably wouldn't get this. But if you are in line for the Surface, then it might be an okay deal. I just think that 4 gigs of RAM, even if you're not doing anything like extensive on Windows, like if you have too many tabs open, that's going to eat up the RAM. And then also you only have you only have 128 gigs of hard drive space. And then the Core i3, which the Core i3 is fine for web browsing and stuff. This is definitely a web browsing machine. I'm just not sure how competent of a web browsing machine it is. So I personally would skip this, or at least go for a better configuration to pay a little bit more money. Like that's kind of in some ways, a worse deal than the base model MacBook Air. So you got some cheap laptops here. At least this is technically, this Dell Inspiron is technically a better deal than the Surface. If you're looking for the power, at least. Like it has the same specs, but at least it has upgraded memory, and it probably has upgradable memory. I don't believe the Surface does, because it's kind of like an all-in-one unit. This one steps you up to a Core i5 for $350. It's not saying which generation Core i5 it is, so that's also important. So it's an 8th gen Core i5. This is okay, so it's not listed here. So as far as power, this is probably gonna be a little bit better. I don't know what the internal GPU is like on these things, so if you're looking for it for gaming, this is definitely not the computer. But web browsing computer, the Dell Inspiron is probably going to be a little bit better deal. Although the Surface probably has way better build quality than this. Like, don't get this and not expect it to feel cheap and plasticky for $350. I'm just saying that this is probably a better machine. You get a better hard drive, you get a bigger hard drive, you get more RAM and a faster processor. So $350 versus that. Of course, you got the coolness of the Surface. The coolness factor, design does mean a lot. The Surface is really compact. I had a Surface RT back in the day, and I love the design of it. And it's really well built. So build quality is outstanding. I understand why they charge $600 for it. So that configuration doesn't make sense. Enough rambling. Let's go on. So you get to some of the Echo stuff, I'm going to say, because I don't want to trigger the assistant in this room again. It gets on my nerves. And I feel like going to mute it. So we're going to deal with it. So the Echo Show 5 for $50. I think the Echo Show 5 is pretty fantastic. $50 is a good deal for it. I actually paid the full $90 because I got it when it first came out. I have an unboxing video on it if you want to check it out. Fire Stick, this kind of goes on sale for $20 every year, so that's not bad. I don't personally like the Fire Stick. I think the interface is a bit too sluggish and convoluted, in my opinion. Roku's a little bit cleaner. I prefer Roku. I use Apple TV 90% of the time, but that's like in some ways overpriced, so I can understand why people would want a cheaper alternative. I just don't personally like the Fire Stick. I mean, for $20, if you don't have a streaming device at all, it's not a bad deal. The headphones, the JLabs, I'm going to skip over because I never tested them and I can't verify the quality of them. I mean, $30 isn't bad for some true wireless earbuds. I just wasn't expecting the sound quality to be outstanding for that price. I will keep my expectations in line. If you notice I'm skipping over the phone, that's because a lot of these phones are with qualified activation, like it says here under the Google one. And I just don't, to me, if you got to do activation, that's not really a deal. It's a deal, but, you're signing a contract to get that deal. So I kind of recommend staying away from that unless, it's your upgrade cycle and that deal makes sense to you. So I'm skipping over all that. This is a pretty good deal. So this is the 1 terabyte Xbox One S all digital. I wish the design was better. It's literally the Xbox One S without the disk drive. They didn't shrink it or anything. But to each his own. It's not a bad console. And you get Sea of Thieves and Minecraft, and then you get some Fortnite stuff along with it. For $150, that's a really good deal for an Xbox. If you can live without having a disc tray. So some people like disc-based games. This is not the system for you. But I think for $150, it's not a bad deal. You could do a lot worse. So the draw for this system, of course, is this is really a system that you buy and then you invest however much it is a month for Game Pass. and that's pretty much it. And then you buy some games. Because Game Pass is kind of awesome. I'm definitely a subscriber of it. But some people don't live that lifestyle. Some people don't like Game Pass. So might not be the system for you. I think this is a good deal for $150. So here you have your big games that are going to be on sale. So you got your sports games. You got your FIFA 20, NBA 2K20, Madden 20, Borderlands 3, non-sports game. I didn't specify the Switch. And then you have Ghost Recon Wildlands. I believe WWE 2K20 is also going to be listed as a price. I can understand why they didn't put it on the front page because that game's a mess. I usually wait till this time of year to buy those games. I've bought every one so far. I'm not buying this one. I've seen enough of the graphics and the glitches to be like, no. And it's not like those games are typically great anyway, but this year just looks especially bad. So let's just not even do that. All right, so we got some more Amazon devices. These tablets are, dang it, I said it again. Stop doing that. So these tablets generally go on sale every year. It's a decent deal if you just want a cheap tablet to kind of watch some video content or read something on, a potty tablet. That's what they've been called. So you got the 7-inch 2019 Fire Tab for $30, and then you got the 8-inch one for $50. I had an 8-inch one for a couple of years. That didn't sound right. Anyway, but I didn't really use it. Both Jeff and I have iPad Pros. I can't talk today. Sorry. Both have iPad Pros, and it just didn't really fit into our life, considering that I already have 2 computers. It didn't make any sense. So this external SSD is not a bad deal. So $90 for a 5 terabyte one. I believe there is a 12 terabyte drive that's going to be $180. But that one requires external power. This Easy Store hard drive is just boom, you plug it in and you're good. You plug it in over USB. So this is a portable hard drive. The one that's 12 terabytes, I have a similar one that's actually 3 terabytes. But yeah, you have your external power cord. It's a lot bigger. I think it's the Western Digital Book drive. So it just depends on what you're looking for. Of course, we have more Echo related stuff. See, I avoided it that time. I avoided it. So you have your Ring bundle, and you get the Echo Show 5 with the Ring Doorbell Pro for $180. That's a really good deal, honestly. I have the Ring Video Doorbell too. I like it a lot. It's really helped, especially because during the day, we're usually at work. We have security and all that stuff. But if we get a package delivered, I don't want, someone stealing the package or someone claiming that it got delivered and it didn't. We had that happen before, which is what triggered us getting the Ring Doorbell. It was actually on our old channel on Jeff and Mike's Super Cool Podcast. I did a video when I unboxed the Ring Doorbell, kind of did a comparison. But got off topic there. You got the Echo Dot for $23. These things go on sale. They give them away with everything. It's a decent deal, but it's not anything like extraordinary. Like, wow. Like, these things are generally cheap. I don't think anybody's paying the full $50 for them. Don't pay the full $50 for them. They literally go on sale all the time. And then you have the Fire Stick 4K. So the $20 Fire Stick is just regular 1080p. The 4K, of course, does 4K. That's the main difference. It's $5 more. If you have a 4K TV, you might as well spend the extra $5 to get the 4K. So that's Best Buy's main page. That was their doorbusters. We can kind of cruise through to see if anything else catches my eye. Okay, so this did catch my eye. This is probably a little bit better of a deal for the Surface Pro. That's $799 just because you at least get the 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, the storage option still sucks, but it does come with the type cover, which is nice, and you also step up to a Core i5. If you're in the market for a Surface, that's probably the better deal to go for, in my opinion. But like I said, to each his own. I just think that base model that they were offering, I wouldn't do it. All right, so let's go to some of the game stuff. So the Switch isn't really discounted at Best Buy. Multiple retailers are offering this. So there's a Nintendo Switch bundle with Mario Kart 8 for a regular price. But this is the older Nintendo Switch, so this doesn't have the upgraded battery life. The battery life is kind of a big difference. It's sizable. The regular Switch, I believe, is 2.5 to 6.5 hours. And then the new model of the Switch is 4 to 9 hours of battery life. And they're both $300. This model is obviously being phased out, but you do get Mario Kart Deluxe, which is probably can be found for around $45. So you do save $45 if you want that game. If you don't want that game, then it's not worth it. I would go with the new Switch. Pokeball accessory for Switch. So the Pokeball Plus is only gonna be $20. We're probably gonna pick that up. That's a pretty good deal for that accessory. You can use it to play the Pokemon games. We just got Sword and Shield, so definitely picking that up. Then you got your Nintendo discount, so Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party, Standard Edition, and then Splatoon 2 are all going to be $40. Some of these games are a little bit older. Mario Party is probably the most recent one out of the bunch, if I remember correctly. But, it's a discount on a Nintendo game, so that's rare. And then you also have some $20 games here. I'm not going to go through all of them. Some notable ones, Civ 6, that's a good game. First, I heard that it's good on Switch at least. No, I didn't mean to click on the Incredibles. Okay. And then you got the Crash trilogy. That's a good deal for $20 as well. I think it's been around 25 to 30 before, but $20 is kind of a steal to get 3 games. Really, obviously they're older games. They're not remakes. I think they were up-resed. They might be remakes. I don't remember right now, but still 3 games for $20 and good games at that. So you do have some other games like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Mario Tennis Aces, and then you got your Diablos and Final Fantasies for $25 and Overwatch for $25. So I'm not gonna go through every game because it's a lot. So I just kind of want to stick to the main stuff. There was just some stuff that popped out to me. So we're getting into the Sony section. So we got the PS4, 1 terabyte, The Last of Us, God of War, and a third game that I can't see that well, probably Horizon or something. Yep, Horizon Zero Dawn. For $200, that's a pretty good deal. Those are some solid games. Well, actually, there's some really good games. Granted, they're all discounted to the point where some of them are $10. So as for the discount itself, it's not the greatest discount. They're knocking about probably $50 off of the system for what I normally see it for. And then those games maybe you can get for $10 to $20 each, depending on which sale it is. So it's still probably about an $80 discount. So I guess it's decent, especially if you don't have a PS4. This is an awesome deal. So the DualShock 4, all the various color controllers are going to be $40 here. I believe they're actually cheaper at GameStop. They might be $1 or $2 cheaper. But you can get the purple one. I got the purple one. Best Buy already has it on sale. So I want to pick this up today. I'm not going to do an unboxing or anything because it's just a controller. And this is also for Jeff. He doesn't even know that I got it yet. I just told him I was buying an air fryer, which I did for $100. I'm not regretting it yet. But I got him this. So that's already on sale. So if you're in the market for a controller, both these and I believe the Xbox One controllers, if we scroll down, are going to be $40. Yep, so Xbox One is the same. It's a good time to pick up a controller, especially if you're an Apple user, because they just finally allowed support for the DualShock 4 and the Xbox One controllers. With iPad and iPhone, and they released, what is it called? Apple Arcade. They released that. So most of those games have controller support. So it's just kind of a great time to really get into it and do that thing, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to go back up to PlayStation for just a second because there was also some important stuff that I missed. So PSVR bundle. So I was looking at this and I was really debating it if I should finally get a PSVR. I decided not to just because I already have the Oculus Rift. Even though I'm tired of having all the sensors around my room because I have the original Rift, I don't want to downgrade as far as quality. Not that the quality on this is bad, it's just not as good as a PC headset. But the bundle with the 5 games really caught my eye just because you're getting some of the best games that are available. And by that, I mean Astrobot, Resident Evil, Everybody's Golf, Skyrim VR. And then I think PlayStation Worlds is kind of like a demo type thing. I've heard it's okay. Now with this bundle, with a $200 bundle, you're not getting the Move controllers. So the Move controllers right now are on sale for $93. They're typically $100. It could go down when we get closer to Black Friday. We'll have to see. But, you're not getting any Move controllers, so any stuff that requires motion like that, you can't play off the bat. Now this bundle that comes with Blood and Truth and then Everybody's Golf VR for $250 does come with the Move controllers. So, you could get the Move controllers to get less games or vice versa. In my opinion, why I like the 5 game bundle better if you're wanting to buy those games separately anyway, it's still going to be a better value to buy that and then buy the Move controller separately and just spend the extra $50 altogether. Well, right now it'd be like an extra $93, or sorry, it'd be an extra $43 if you get them discounted for the 93 that is on sale right now. Those games alone would probably run you more than the price of buying the game separate and then are buying the other bundle and then getting those 5 games is going to be more money than just buying this without the Move controllers and then buying the Move controller separate. So that's why I said this is probably the better deal. However, if you're not interested in those games, then the 250 bundle is going to be the better deal for you. I was like, for me personally, those are some of the best games. I already have Skyrim VR on PC, so it hurts. I was really considering getting that bundle, but I was like, I already got Skyrim VR. The only game I really want to play is Resident Evil because they haven't released it on PC, for at least the VR port of it yet. And I don't know if they ever will. But yeah, these are pretty good values. So if you're in line for PlayStation VR, the other thing I will note, it's kind of the thing with any of these consoles, like PlayStation has already announced that their new system is going to be out holiday 2020. So as far as VR, they said that they're going to support VR in their next system. So theoretically, if you buy a headset now, it should still work. It's just one of those things where the lineup, as far as games, might be sparse. It's kind of sparse now. You know, there's some good experiences out there, but there's just not very many. That's just the buy-in for VR, so just be aware of that. And they might not be doing much within the next year because they're going to be prepping for the new consoles. So it's just something to be aware of. I mean, there's always the chance that a third party could develop a game and it might be big next year, but we're kind of winding down on the PS4 and Xbox One generations. RIP. And then here you got your $10 PS4 games. So all 3 of those games that come with that 1 terabyte bundle are $10 each. So that's God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us Remastered. They're all there. Uncharted 4. There's some really good games for $10. Resident Evil 2, the remake is only going to be $15. I'm probably going to pick that up. I wanted to play that, and that's a really good deal. Spider-Man, Game of the Year edition, that's a good deal. Kingdom Hearts 3. So there's some really good gaming deals out there. Like I said, I'm not going to go over all the games because there's a lot, but they really knocked it out of the park. Nier, come on. For $20, that's a good deal. But there's the gaming wise, this isn't a gaming channel, so I'm not going to focus too much on it. I'm mainly trying to focus on the hardware, but gaming wise, they really got a lot this year. So go to Best Buy's website, go to Gamestop's website, and check out the games because you can get some good deals this year. Oh, before I forget, PS4 Pro is also $100 off. So this bundle with Modern Warfare is only $300, and then you got the system itself for $300. So obviously it doesn't make any sense unless this comes with like a gift card or something, which for Best Buy I don't believe it does. It could for Black Friday. They're just not listed in their ad whether it does or not. But obviously it wouldn't make any sense to get the base model where you can get Call of Duty with it for the same price. So that's a really good deal for the PS4 Pro. That's $100 off, and you're getting a new. I didn't even say the trigger word. So it's $100 off, and you're getting a game that just came out fairly recently. While it's going to be on sale for $45 for Black Friday, or $44, I believe. It's still a really good deal, especially if you're just getting into the console. I mean, I'm not the biggest Call of Duty fan, but just let it do what it do. I mean, let it be great. It's a great deal. Let's look at some more of the Apple stuff just to kind of get a taste. So the iPad Pros aren't on sale right now, so I can't see the price. So it's going to be $150 to $250 off, starting at $64.99, probably for the 11-inch base model, which isn't a bad price. But it's also been on sale for $649 before. So if you're looking for an iPad Pro, you don't really have to run out and get one because it's not that big of a discount. So MacBook Pros are up to $300 off, but it looks like they're mainly discounting the 13-inch that came out earlier this year. Yeah, this is all they're showing in the ad at least. So there could be more for Black Friday, but for right now, all I see is the 13-inch one. And if they do discount the new one, it's probably going to be a lot closer to Black Friday. So these AirPods are not even discounted. They're just up here. So Apple Watch Series 3 I believe this discount is going to be $50 to $300 or something like that. I know that the stainless steel Series 4 is $300 off. So $400 for the, you can get the LTE Wi-Fi 44 millimeter stainless steel. This is a lot of adjectives. Model for only $400, which is a really good deal. It's normally like $700 for the stainless steel. So usually for that price, well, actually even more. This was $550 for the aluminum for the Series 5. So $400 for, or sorry, $529. I don't want to misrepresent the prices. But so $400 for essentially the same model but better materials is a great deal if you're looking to get the Series 4. The lower end models, they mark down like $50, so it's not the greatest deal. The discount, at least through Best Buy, is best had on the higher end models. All right, enough of Best Buy. Let's move on to GameStop. A shorter ad, so I won't have to talk as much. So let's start with from the beginning of the GameStop ad. So this probably has the best deal on the Nintendo Switch, just because you get a $25 coupon if you buy a Switch Lite or that Switch Mario Kart 8 bundle, which again is the older Switch, but at least it is offering a discount. So maybe that's kind of worth it to you because you're getting a free game and you're getting a $25 gift card. And obviously with these sales going on, you can just go ahead and turn around and buy some more games for the Switch. So you are losing out on the battery life. It's not like the Switch is literally going to be old and not work. It's not, the battery's not going to last as long. Anthem is $5. Ooh, that's just raw right there. So they've got some decent Division 2 for $12, Fallout 76 for $12. They've got some decent game deals here. I'm surprised because sometimes GameStop can be really lackluster. Okay, you don't need to show this on this. This does not need to be up here on the front page. Nope. Get that off. Sorry, that was real shady. So they're offering, if I trusted GameStop's refurbished hardware more, that would be a good deal for the baseline Xbox One. Though it's discontinued, it's $100. It's $100, but their quality as far as refurbished products is It's really hit or miss. So they have the same bundle for the PS4 here for $200 with the 3 games. They're offering the PS4 Pro. Ooh, that's a white one for $300, and then you get a $25 GameStop coupon. That's not bad, especially if you want the white one. Obviously, it's not the bundle that comes with Call of Duty, but if you don't care about getting Call of Duty, then you can go ahead and get that $25 gift card, turn around and buy another game for the PS4. And right now, during the sale, that makes the most sense. So you're pretty much getting a free game out of it. So here you got the controller deal. So theirs is actually $1 cheaper for the PS4 controllers. And it might be the same for the Xbox One. Nope, the Xbox One controllers are actually more expensive. So they also have an NBA 2K bundle with this weird colored Xbox One X. I'm not sure if I look at it, looks kind of like a floor, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. All right, so $25 gift card. They're gonna have the same deal for the Pokemon Plus. The PSVR here, I kind of skipped over it earlier, but this is actually probably the best deal because you get that $25 coupon when you buy the bundle. So it's the same bundles as Best Buy with the 2 games, the full set, or the 5 games without the Move controllers, but you also get a $25 coupon. So that kind of makes it a little bit better than what Best Buy is offering. So a lot of it is just games, and I'm not gonna sit here and go over all the games. I would feel weird for buying the Vive. So the Vive Pro looks like it's gonna be $600 here. Other than that, they do have some PCs, but I'd have to look more into that before I could recommend even checking those out because I don't know, GameStop selling PC stuff is weird. All right, so Target here, let's go ahead and start with them. So you got the Google Home Mini for $20. That's pretty much the equivalent to like the Echo Dot for the Google Home, for Google's ecosystem. A lot of the same deals on games. The $30 games are the same. I think they're a little bit cheaper at GameStop and at Best Buy. So those are probably going to be the places that you want to get your games, especially GameStop. It seems like they have some of the cheapest prices this year. They have an interesting bundle here. So they have the Xbox One S with free Jedi Fallen Order, it looks like. So let's see the details. Oh, and you get a free Target gift card. So it pretty much looks like they're offering a $40 gift card if you buy an Xbox. So this is going to be the best console deal. I didn't even see this when I looked at these ads the first time. So if you want to get, the baseline Xbox One, you get the $40 gift card and you get Jedi Fallen Order, which literally just came out. This is kind of a crazy deal. I mean, I know the consoles are winding down, but you get that for $200, and then on top of that, you get a $40 gift card. So as far as like if you're buying an Xbox, so if you're buying an Xbox One S, like if you're interested in the lower end consoles, or even the X, the $40 gift card is tempting because all these games are on sale. You can go ahead and cop you some games. Like, yeah, they're $1 or $2 cheaper elsewhere, but still, like, that's kind of free money. Either way, you have the Fitbit Versa Lite for $100. Fitbits are decent. I know some people are worried because Google bought them recently, but $100 for a Fitbit, even though it's a Versa Lite, it's still a good deal. This ad does not let you zoom. So here you have the Roku streaming stick. This does 4K. It's only $30. It's a new redesigned one. That's a pretty good deal. I think that's a better deal than buying the 4K Fire Stick, even though it's $5 more. I just think that the interface is a lot better, and I'm pretty sure they have more apps than the Fire Stick does as well. Just my opinion. So the AirPods with charging case is $145. Don't fall for that. They've been on sale for that for like over a month. I'm pretty sure that price is going to stick around for a while. You got this Series 3 starting at $169. There's a better deal out there, so I would skip that here as well. The iPad is the same price, so it starts at $250 for the 10.2 inch, the new. So it's pretty much the same deal. All right, up here you have the Nest Hello doorbell for $150. So that is actually $80 off. That's not a bad deal. I like the design on their doorbell a little bit better than Ring. I'm just more invested in the Amazon ecosystem. Dang it, I said it. And then, of course, you have the Fitbit Versa 2 for $150. That's also an okay deal as well. So if you're trying to, get your fitness on, the battery life on those things are phenomenal. So my friend has one and she loves it. So it's a good watch. So you kind of have the same deal. So you have for the Echo stuff, except you got the regular Echo for $60, the Show 5 for $50, and then you got the Dot for $22. I believe that's $1 cheaper than what we looked at earlier over at Best Buy. And then you got your Google stuff. So you got your Google Nest Hub for $80, and then you got the Google Home for $50. Those are a pretty good deal. The Nest Hub looks good. I had a regular Google Home back in the day, but I haven't looked at it recently because we switched over to Echo just because certain things work better with it, like the Harmony Hub. The way it was integrated with the Google stuff at the time got on my nerves, which is why I ended up going back with Echo. I can't say the A word because it'll trigger the thing. I'm sorry. All right, the game prices are a little bit higher here. For instance, like Gears 5 and Borderlands 3 are only $30 at GameStop and at Best Buy. So I would kind of go there for the games, most likely. Control for $25 is not bad, though. Nor is Overwatch. But I would go elsewhere for a lot of the games. Like I said, for the games, I'm not going to go too in-depth. So if you're interested in games, go check out GameStop and Best Buy. They're probably going to have some of the best gaming deals. And maybe Walmart. We'll get to their ad next. So they have the same deal as Best Buy with the controllers are $40. For some reason, GameStop doesn't have the Xbox ones discounted. So for PS4 controllers, GameStop is $1 cheaper, so that's the best deal. For Xbox, you probably want to go with Best Buy or Target at this point. And then looks like for the Switch, not the Switch. So it looks like for the Xbox One X, their bundle is with Gears 5, which, okay, for the $40 gift card is okay. I don't think Gears 5 is the greatest game to get as part of a bundle. And I'm not saying that I love Gears 5. And I'm not saying that because of the quality of the game. It's just because it's on Game Pass. And if you really want to play that game, we could probably just do like a free trial or something, or pay the $15 to get a month of Game Pass, even if they don't offer you a free trial, and just play the game that way. I mean, it's not like it's a bad game to own, but it's kind of weird when a lot of this stuff is on Game Pass now to bundle it with the system. That was my point. I think the Call of Duty bundle makes a lot more sense. Or some game that's not included with Game Pass will make a lot more sense as a deal. All right, then you got your PlayStation VR. That's the same. This HP Omen is all right. I think they could probably go a little bit lower in the price. It does have 32 gigs of RAM and a 512 gig. Or sorry, no, that's 32 gigs of octane memory. So like the SSD buffer. I mean, it's not bad. It has a 512 gig storage or 512 gig SSD for $900. It's the GTX 1650 though. That's why I'm kind of like, the gaming PC. I don't know. I don't have to look further into it. I'd be kind of iffy about that. Like, it's not horrible, but I feel like they could have at least stepped it up to a 1660 for the GPU. But that's my personal opinion. Nothing else major for Target tech wise. I'm going to kind of not spend too much time on that. So let's go to Walmart. And Walmart, right off the bat, has the best Apple Watch and AirPods deal. So they actually have a discount on the AirPods regular with the regular charging case, not the wireless, for $129. The Series 3 38 millimeter is gonna be $130, and then $159 for the 42 millimeter. Those are really good deals for the Apple Watch. So if you're looking to get an Apple Watch or AirPods, Walmart is the place to go. At least if you want like the base models. So obviously these aren't the top high end models, but the AirPods, unless you're getting the Pro, it really doesn't matter which charging case you have. I don't think wireless charging is going to make that much of a difference. I mean, maybe it does to some people, but I don't think it's a big deal to just plug it in, especially if you're saving that much money. The Apple Watch Series 3 is still great. I just recently got rid of mine, and it wasn't like it slowed down or wasn't a great watch the entire time. You do lose the extra screen space with the Series 3, but it's still a great watch. It's still a great entry-level watch for someone just looking to get into it. So at that price, that's really a steal. Other than that, though, they have the PS4 3 games bundles for $200. The Oculus Go, really? I switched tabs. The Oculus Go is going to be $50 off, so that's pretty much, the Oculus Go is like the equivalent of having a cell phone VR, except this is a standalone unit. Some people like it. I don't think it's for me, but if it is appealing to you, then it is going to be $50 off here. I believe the Oculus Rift S is also going to be $50 off from what Oculus said, but I'm not sure if that's in anybody's ad. I didn't see it. I may have glossed over it. Other than that, you've got the Google Home Mini Chromecast bundle for $35. That's not bad. I don't personally care a lot for Chromecast. Stop crapping on stuff. I don't care a lot for Chromecast. I prefer a streaming device that has built-in apps versus having to cast everything. But I'm not saying that the Chromecast is the bad device, but it's not for me. But the Nest Hub Mini and then the Chromecast together, that's not bad. Considering the Nest Hub Mini is $20, that makes the Chromecast about $15, so that's a good value. The Roku Ultra, this typically usually sells for around $70 or $80. I know it says $100. That's the MSRP. So that's still a decent price for it. The Roku Ultra is actually equipped quite a bit faster than just getting your standard Roku, and it does 4K and HDR10, I believe. I don't think it does Dolby Vision. Stop popping up. Walmart's ad is terrible in different ways. Anyway, oh my gosh. Okay, but well, I wanted to look at it anyway. So you get Hulu and Pandora, a 3-month free trial. So it's not bad for $48. I'm just picking up on stuff that catches my eye. So you got some discounts on the Beats headphones. The not refurb. You got the Power Beats 3s, which are still pretty good headphones. Are $90. I did get rid of my Power Beats 3s when I got the Pros. I know I just got them this year and did the unboxing of the refurbished ones. But $90 for them is still a really good deal. I mean, yeah, they have the wire, but you can still switch between like your iPad, your Mac, just by hitting the drop down and switching, because it still has the H1 chip like the AirPods do. So it still has that convenience factor. So if you're in the Apple ecosystem, they make sense to get, especially if you're looking for a lower cost workout headphones, and they are water resistant. The Beat Solar 3 for $129. That's not bad. Those headphones are all right. The new ones just came out that have the active noise canceling for $300. So that's why they're marked down. This caught my eye. I actually bought this router earlier this year for $200, and I'm kind of mad about it. So this does normally sell for $200, and it's kind of the baseline where you can get in to get Wi-Fi 6, which is the newest Wi-Fi standard. It's basically capable of sending data simultaneously to multiple devices. That's the difference with the Wi-Fi 6 standard. So if you have a new iPhone or a new Galaxy phone, it probably already has support for Wi-Fi 6. So if you're looking to get a new router anyway, this is a pretty good deal. The range is not the greatest. I live in a townhouse. I have the router upstairs, which is dumb, but it's just our cable connection downstairs has issues. But the previous two routers that I've had, I've still gotten full signal downstairs. This one kind of drops out a bit, especially on the 5 gigahertz connection. So that is something to note. Not the best range, but overall a very fast, pretty reliable router, for especially for $100. I literally paid $200. That's literally a great deal. So moving on, you got your Lenovo Smart Clock for $40. I'm pretty sure that is a Google Assistant. Yep, Google Assistant built in smart clock, so that's not a bad deal. You got your gaming PC here, Core i5 GTX 1050 card, the 3 gig version, 8 gigs RAM, 200. That's not bad for $500. Yeah, the 1050 is not the greatest card, but it's also only $500. It's $250 off. It's not, you're not getting a high refresh rate, monitor or anything too crazy, but from the looks of it, you could definitely play some games on low to medium settings on it still. So it's just depending on what your budget is. For $500, that's not bad. So you have the Razer wireless gaming mouse for $50. That's all right. I'm pretty sure I've seen it discounted elsewhere. Fitbit Versalite's $100, the same as Target. Cell phone deals I skipped because, again, the activation thing. Okay, so it looks like Walmart also takes the pony for the best controller deals because they have it for $39 for the PS4 and the Xbox One controllers. So PS4, GameStop. For PS4 controllers, GameStop and Walmart have the best deals. And then for Xbox controller, Walmart has the best deal. So if you're going to buy controllers and you want to do it at one convenient place, Walmart's probably going to be the place to go, even though it's probably going to be the most chaotic just because it's Walmart. And it's always chaotic, and Black Friday is especially bad. All right, and then we got pretty much the same deals for the consoles. Nothing really special or standing out here. You got Call of Duty Modern Warfare for $38. That's not bad for a game that just came out. Same thing with Mario Kart. You got the Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet, which I am interested in getting it for $350. That's not a bad deal. Like, that's a solid deal for this arcade cabinet. A lot of people feel certain ways about it. They're technically like mini replicas of the original cabinet, so it's gonna be crowded, especially doing 4 players on that cabinet. I know I'm cruising through other parts of the ad while I'm talking about it. I got distracted, but I'm kind of going through just to see if there's anything else I want to talk about from this ad. But yeah, the arcade cabinet for $350 is actually a decent deal. It just came out and it's normally $400. I'm probably gonna get one myself, but I don't see anything else tech-wise that I want to talk about from Walmart. All right, so that was kind of me skimming the deals just to kind of see what deals caught my eyes or something that deals that you may want to look out for. There's still the unknowns. There's the A word, the AMAZON. I don't want to trigger that thing again. Their deals are pretty much going to go live on Friday, and they're probably going to do it in a flash deal style. The only things that are probably going to stay on sale throughout Black Friday the entire time are the Echo devices. Their first-party devices usually stay on sale throughout the whole time. Everything else is going to be in a flash deal. Newegg sometimes has some good deals. With those two sites, though, I would be cautious and definitely double-check prices. Just because it looks like it's on sale doesn't mean that it's actually on sale. Because sometimes a lot of times with flash sales, they just throw stuff in there that they're trying to get rid of. That's normally cheap anyway. So just make sure to price check. Honey actually is a pretty good extension to use because it'll give you a list of, they'll give you kind of a price history of that item. I'm not endorsing Honey by any means. I just use it for that purpose to kind of like pull up the price history really quick. So especially when it comes to PC hardware, graphics cards, processors, just make sure you do your due diligence to make sure you're actually getting a deal. Black Friday is always crazy. Like the last 2 years, I've seen people just throwing TVs in the cart. They're not even on sale. They're just buying them because they're just out there being crazy. So don't go out there and be crazy. Just be shopper savvy and make sure to check prices. Even though we went over some prices here and I gave you my opinions on what were good deals or not, just do your best to make sure that you're getting the best deal. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and always do at least 2 things at the same time. Peace.